Iceland, Canada, Alaska, Norway, Finland, and other regions in the world's most northerly latitudes are among the best locations to visit the Northern Lights in 2023. It can be challenging to decide which location is the best to view the Northern Lights, especially when there is a global epidemic going on. The list of excellent Aurora Borealis viewing locations is long and diverse, but don't worry. In today's video, we'll break down the best countries to see the Aurora Borealis so that you can plan your trip and cross this dream off your bucket list. But before we begin, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and do give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoy it. Turn on the bell icon to receive notifications about upcoming videos. Thank you. Now, let's start our video. Number 1. Fairbanks, Alaska. In the USA, Alaska is the finest state to view the Northern Lights. Fairbanks, Alaska is the ideal location for viewing the aurora because of the lovely night, the bitter cold, and the clear sky. It sounds fantastic to think about relaxing in a hot spring with your significant other or by yourself while admiring the beautiful Northern Lights. Beyond the flashing lights, Alaska has a lot more to offer. The night scenes are fully planned so that you can see the Denali National Park and Preserve, Mendenhall Glacier, and Kenai Lake during the day. The Northern Lights season in Alaska lasts from the end of August to the end of April, with the season peaking in March, but is much more known for its long, dark evenings than for solar activity. Since we now lack the technology to estimate solar activity, forecasting the Northern Lights is practically impossible. The optimum latitude to view the Northern Lights, however, is in Alaska between 65 degrees and 70 degrees north. The Northern Lights occasionally appear in Fairbanks, which is 198 miles south of the Arctic Circle. It's recommended to avoid Juneau and Anchorage, which are much further south and experience much fewer displays. Number 2. Abisko in Sweden. Have you ever seen a pink or purple sky? If not, visit Abisko in Sweden to see the best of the aurora. Sweden, the most popular and one of the greatest sites to see the Northern Lights, will entice you with its snow-capped mountains, stunning sky, and a variety of locations that you may explore whilst on vacation. Sweden has 4 prime locations where you may view Mother Nature's amazing creation. The locations where you can spend the night gazing at the aurora are Kiruna, Jukkasjärvi, Pohjois, and the Aurora Sky Station near Abisko. Number 3. Luostari in Finland. Another wonderful place to photograph the vibrant dancing streaks is in Finland. Finland is probably one of the best places to watch the Northern Lights because it's situated in the center of the Aurora Zone. This nation will make your holiday particularly memorable, offering everything from opulent villas to glass igloos. Finland has museums, national parks, and churches that you can tour. Try a husky sleigh ride during the day to add excitement to your trip, and spend your evenings relaxing in a warm igloo while taking in the beautiful sights of the dancing lights. Number 4. Siberia in Russia. Since Russia's northern regions are less polluted and have lengthy dark evenings, they're the best place to view the Northern Lights. Your mind will be blown by the breathtaking sight of the sparkling lights dancing inside of the night sky in the Kola Peninsula in Russia. If you don't mind spending a frigid night with a spectacular view, Siberia will be the greatest place for your trip. Ice diving, ice go-karting, kayaking, paintball, and rock climbing are just a few of the alluring things that Siberia offers to keep you busy all day. On the Kola Peninsula, in Russia's extreme northwest, close to Finland, sits the Murmansk region. With a population of 300,000, this is the largest city outside of the Arctic Circle on the globe, making it a fantastic place to experience the outdoors while still being close to the city services. Although it is possible to see the Northern Lights from Murmansk, you might want to think about a little settlement named Terdeberka for better possibilities. The city is approximately 120 kilometers away. The modest nature of Murmansk's winters, despite the fact that the average temperature drops by about 10 to 15 degrees Celsius, stands out. However, you can schedule your trip between mid-September and mid-April because the Aurora show is not just in the winter. Number 5. Tromsø in Norway. One of the best places to see the Northern Lights is in Norway, which is located just above the Arctic Circle. Regardless of the sun's cycles, Tromsø's location in the Northern Lights Oval ensures that the travelers will have a fair chance of seeing the Northern Lights. Tromsø is very well connected by air, making it simple to reach from the rest of the world. Compared to the other places on the list, Tromsø has a milder coast climate, making it livelier. Snow sledding, reindeer, and the city's lively nightlife, which is the best experience on the weekends, are other attractions. The city of Tromsø is also a favorite destination for Europeans to spend a weekend getaway in winter in the hopes of catching sight of the Northern Lights. Tromsø is located at 69 degrees north in the exact middle of the Aurora Zone. Despite the fact that you can sometimes see them from the town, it is preferable to avoid the enormous light pollution for the city for the greatest view. Many local searches for the Northern Lights take place in the Lyngen Alps mountain range. Number 6. The Faroe Islands in Denmark. Denmark, which is located just north of Scotland, has weather that resembles that of the British Isles. When the weather is favourable, Denmark may also enjoy the breathtaking light displays. There are 18 islands where you can expect to see the Northern Lights, which are well known for their puffin population. The Faroe Lights are the ideal location to see the Northern Lights on a budget, provided that the weather is favourable. The best time to see the Northern Lights is from the end of August to the middle of April. To increase your chances of seeing one of nature's most stunning phenomena, schedule your flights and accommodations well in advance, especially outside of the main city, where there will be a black sky free from light pollution. Number 7. Alberta in Canada. The best places to see the bizarre phenomenon are the northern Alberta and areas close to the Lake Superior. Wood Buffalo National Park and Jasper National Park are the two biggest dark sky preserves in the world, and both are in Alberta. Being in Canada is like having a front row seat to one of the greatest performances ever. While you enjoy the stars at night, you can also ride a snowmobile or go on a wild dog sled excursion. Whatever you choose to do in Canada, you can sure it will be a fantastic trip. Number 8. Kujuk in Greenland. Greenland not only offers all of these things, but it's also well known for its breathtaking views of the Northern Lights. Other activities available include dog sledding, camping, icebergs, and peaceful settings. If you prefer to take your locations in less crowded locations, then this is thought to be the best area to watch the aurora. You should travel to southern Greenland if you want to make the most of your trip, as it's thought that the Northern Light spectrum of colors can be seen there. In Greenland, anyone looking for an adrenaline rush can go skiing or diving in freezing water. The best time to see the Northern Lights in Greenland is during the dead of winter, which occurs from the end of August to the beginning of April. You have a good chance of viewing these kaleidoscopic lights dancing across the Arctic night if you're travelling to Greenland at the time. Number 9. Aberdeen in Scotland. Scotland, which is a part of the British Isles, is renowned for its overcast, stormy and foggy weather, none of which is good for stargazing. However, Scotland is a place to be for the Northern Lights when they appear, which is a rare occurrence during the winter months when a cloud cover lifts. A sighting is more likely if you stay up until strange hours in the morning. You have a fair chance of witnessing the Northern Lights when visiting Scotland without burning a hole in your wallet. And finally, at number 10, Iceland. Almost everything in Iceland offers a chance to see the Aurora Borealis. Beaches can be found in Iceland. If you travel on the appropriate night, viewing the Northern Lights close to the beaches is breathtaking. It's darker at night in the Pingvellir National Park than it is anywhere in the nation, and you can have a surreal experience when the entire night sky appears to be dancing directly over you. Even in the months of May and August, the Northern Lights are still present and occasionally visible, but those are the wrong months to go searching because it never gets truly dark in Iceland in the summer. The best time to see the Northern Lights is in September through March, when the evenings are the longest. Simply be cautious between nightfall and dawn because they might happen at any time. Iceland is far less frigid than Alaska, Canada, Finland, Norway and Sweden due to the Gulf Stream, despite the fact that it can get very cold in northern Scandinavia and far northern North America in the winter. This makes it much simpler to observe the Northern Lights when standing outside in the bitter cold. And that concludes today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching and for your continued support. Please like and subscribe